Well, if we're going to start anywhere, we probably ought to start my first day in pro ball. Was working for the radio station, but broadcasting for the Frederick Keys. We opened up that year in Durham. This was the 1989 season. I think it was the first season after they filmed the movie Bull Durham there at the old Durham Athletic Park. So that's where my first game was going to be, at a rather historic site, I guess, now when you look back at it. And so we get down to Durham, and I could tell you a story about the bus trip, but that would probably take 10 minutes, so I won't even tell you that. But we got snowed out and rained out. I can't remember which one on the first 2 days of the season. It was only going to be a 3-game series. So on the final day of that 3-game series, the Sunday, we had to play a doubleheader to try to make up for one of the 2 lost dates. So we played 2 7-inning games. My first game in pro ball is a perfect game, right out of the chute. Dennis Burlingame was pitching for Durham. And so in a 7-inning ball game for the Frederick Ball Club that I was broadcasting for, 21 batters, 21 outs. David Segui made the final out, a ground ball to short. And so there it was. First game out of the box is a perfect game. Second game of that doubleheader, we're going up against Steve Avery, pitched in the big leagues for a while. He carried a no-hitter into the 6th inning. We got our first hit with 1 out, I think, in the 6th inning. We ended up getting 2 singles in the game. We got shut out in both games, and we had 2 hits. And we get back on the bus to come back to Frederick, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is not going to be a good season. This is my 24th season in pro ball. And talking about perfect games and what are the chances of your first game being a perfect game. 24 years now in pro ball, I've done 2 perfect games. The only other perfect game was here at the Whataburger Field in our first season, the 2005 season. It was late July. We were playing Frisco, the Rangers affiliate, and they had 3 different pitchers pitch in the game, oddly enough. A.J. Murray, Steve Carsey, a former big leaguer, and Scott Feldman. And so we had 27 up, 27 down against us for a perfect game here. And as it turns out, in the entire history of the Texas League, dating back to 1888, it is the only combination perfect game in the history of the Texas League. So I've been, I guess, privileged to be able to call 2 perfect games. And earlier this year, we had another pitcher, Edward Cabrera for Tulsa, who carried a perfect game into the 9th inning against us. And Chris Wallace broke it up with a single on the first pitch of the 9th. So I came within 3 outs of calling a 3rd perfect game, which I really didn't want to do.